writer.
Disney had a definite style there for a while of, I think we cornered the market in the sort of comedy adventure genre. When Disney execs felt like they needed to branch out, I felt like the formula fell by the wayside, and it's like, hey, look what John Kricfalusi is doing on Ren and Stimpy. Let's do something like that. Hey, look what Warner Brothers is doing with superheroes. Let's do something like that. And I felt like, oh, this is interesting. Obviously we're branching out, trying new things. But it felt weird to me that, that where we had before had been sort of chopping our way through the jungle, creating our own path. Now we were sort of following other people's paths, copying them. And that always seemed odd to me. But anyway, department does what the department does over the years, and it changes and it evolves and it gets worse or it gets better, and is it Disney? Yes, because it's Disney TV animation. They're Disney, and this is the show they're doing. It becomes part of the canon,
In 1994, Variety reported that Disney was spending $50 million to boost its afternoon, which resulted in 2 new series, Schnookums and Meat and Gargoyles. Gargoyles, Aladdin, and Schnookums helped cut into the lead of Fox, but there was a larger problem that television animation was about to encounter. Disney's syndication contract with networks ran only through 1997, meaning that other networks could produce their own shows and make more money. This would leave Disney Animation without a home, because Disney didn't own a network. In fact, earlier in the year they had tried to buy NBC, but failed. Total viewership was also in decline during this period, which had to do with VCRs, computers, and video games offering alternatives to television. And to add to the uncertainty of 1994, Jeffrey Katzenberg left the company. And he left because he was fired by Michael Eisner. In a walk in Aspen together, according to Katzenberg, Eisner promised him that if anything happened to Frank Wells, Katzenberg would take over Wells's role as president. Eisner would later say that Katzenberg misunderstood this conversation. Unfortunately, something did happen to Wells. He was killed in a tragic helicopter crash on April 3, 1994. But business stops for no man, and Eisner went back on his word and did not put Katzenberg in Wells's position as president, nor did he name him as his successor. To make matters worse, in a white glove slap to the face to Katzenberg, Eisner took on the role of president himself.